Yo, peace. It's the God right here, AllahKing Wize, on this God Allah Day or Allah God Day. For those who don't know the language of God or the God language that we speak, that's the seventh day right here. Major bank mentality. We in regroup mode. We got some things coming out. We got that NFT about to drop. We got this dope ass NFT that we've been working on for some time now, and so it's right at the finishing stages. And so we haven't been on Clubhouse for like the last 3 weeks because we in regroup stage. Everything is being regrouped, and I got some new music coming that's gonna be real, like it's gonna be real like magnetic. I was gonna do 13 tracks. I think I'm gonna do 9. I mean, we still in developing stages. But going back to this God, going back to the God, the words of God Himself. It's a hell of a self-esteem thing, right? You know what I'm saying? When we start to talk about how He say He God, how you see the black man as God, and it ain't just like in general that the black man is God. I'm saying I am God myself, me. Some people, that's hard for some people to grasp, like really like religious people, but we really here for the children, the babies who haven't had the pins and needles stuck in their head of mystery concepts of life, fairy tales and stuff like that. So we have to give them the truth about themselves so they can have a healthy self-esteem. You can have a healthy self-esteem. I be telling people, like, if you going through depression, you going through, having anxiety and things like that, you got to really check your thoughts. Because, check it out. I was building with my queen about this. And I'll be building about this on a regular basis. But this morning, we was building on this, right? When the individual is going through depression or, some type of mental health issue, sometimes they get prescribed medicine to take, right? So they inserting a substance within their body that was prescribed from some psychiatrist or some type of doctor, whatever. And it's like, you take this for a certain amount of time, whatever. And it's going to be able to do this right here. But at the bottom, at the base of that, what you're talking about is you putting something in your body to cause the different changes in your bloodstream, starting in your brain, right? The chemicals that's in your brain is either like overproducing or underproducing certain hormones inside. And so therefore now you having this type of feeling of what they diagnosing as depression or anxiety. But the foundation of that is your thought process, the way you thinking about something. And so, I tell people like, we've been through, black people, right? Transatlantic slave trade. Talking about within the last like 400 or 500 years. The transatlantic slave trade. We went through, chattel slavery on the plantation where we was tortured. Even on the transatlantic slave trade, we was tortured. Some people say, that ain't really exist. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? So black people, black people was all over the planet already. Anybody who got the true knowledge of themselves, who know the origin of life, the origin in this world, we know black people was all over the planet. It's not a part of the planet, basically, that the original people haven't occupied at some point in time during the span of the planet itself, right? So that ain't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about specific individuals who were put on a slave ship. They were caught up in a trade. An actual trading post was set up in the continent that they call it Africa, in the western part. Individuals were placed, human beings, black human beings were placed there by white human beings, Caucasian white men, pale skin, getting dark-skinned individuals, black. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. I'm keeping it real simple like that. Trade deals was taking place. Kidnapping was taking place. You know? And this took place, you know, over periods of time. Different European nations involved in that. Whether you say, you know, like the Dutch, Portuguese, French, English, you know, the British, Europe, you know what I mean? They had these companies, East Indian Company and all these different corporations. This is really like at the invent of corporations, you know what I mean? Like limited liability. You got livestock. People investing money into this corporation, into this business right here. It was all business, trading posts. And you had different tribes who spoke different languages. So you putting these different people who speak different languages all together in one spot on this slave ship, and then taking them to what, you know, became looked at as, you know, the West Indies or the Caribbean islands and all that stuff right there. And, you know, breaking them down from their heritage and culture and all these type of things, wiping their minds away basically. And how you wipe their minds away is by taking the children that they are having on this island, was basically like 64 years or so, and, you know, indoctrinating them with whatever system that you want to give them, basically Christianity. They was feeding us Christianity, you know, and they fed us the Christianity, right? Then they put us over here in what's called the wilderness of North America. Some people say South America, but, you know, we here right now, the descendants of people who came to North America, you know, and there was some Indians here, some black people already here. Yeah, that was true. They had treaties, they had land, they had governments already here, but then they mixed in certain things and they wiped away certain history. So even though you can say, yo, it's black people already here, what the fuck culture they have then? You get what I'm saying? Tell me their name. What's their identity? The ones that were already here. Even the Indians that were already here. What's their name? What's their identity? Not saying that it don't exist, because they are records of the names. It's records of the identity. But do you see that culture being displayed and like put before the eyes of the people, where they have stronghold outside of like reservation? And then you got some small pockets of individuals that's recognized within the federal government and all of that. But yo, we who speak English, the ones who speak English, we know for a fact that we were taught by English-speaking people. As children, we was taught by people who were speaking English around us. Because that's how you learn a language. You learn to speak a language by the people that you are around. You understand? So if I'm a child and I grew up around certain people speaking a certain language, that's the language I'm going to emulate, because that's all I am around. And that's how a child learns, through imitation and emulation. So, yo, we made it through transatlantic slave trade on a slave ship, chattel slavery, era of what they call Jim Crow, you know, Reconstruction, Jim Crow. We made it through all of that. Yo, won't nobody talking about no, mental health issue? Black people, what happened to your strength? You know what I'm saying? So some people say, yo, we talk about, it ain't about being strong. It ain't about this. Yo, it is about being strong. It is about being strong. It is about knowing how to go inside yourself, inside your mind, and find the power within yourself. And for a black man, that's you finding yourself as God himself. And see, a lot of people don't want to take that responsibility right there. You want to give it off to something else. You want to give the responsibility of taking care of and managing your affairs on this earth. The different problems, the different obstacles, the different conflicts that exist is all designed to bring out of you God himself. That's a fact. That's an actual fact. And you can accept it or reject it. It's on you. You can take it or leave it. You get what I'm saying? It don't change the fact that the reality of what it is. And so individuals getting so overwhelmed by pressure of life and result into certain type of acts that's detrimental to themselves and the community of individuals around them. So now we have to show and prove the power of the true and living God in the flesh. How we show and prove the power of the true and living God in the flesh is by teaching civilization. You get what I'm saying? We teach who the original man is. You know what I'm saying? The supreme being black man of Asia, from Asia. We teach that part right there, right? When you teaching that part right there, you are laying the base for building self-esteem. Because the reason why black men and women are having mental health issues is based off your self-esteem. Our self-esteem was broke down. This is how you make a slave. In order for to make us subservient to a people who came on the planet way after we've been on the planet, they had to make us forget our origin. They had to make us forget what it is to exist on the planet. What is your purpose? Your origin in this world. Right? And when you lose that, and then you take on other methods of striving to cope with reality, which are false concepts of life, you are deteriorating your brain power. You are causing brain erosion. This is why you are overwhelmed with pressure and stress. Let me tell you something. Yo, I've been in 21-hour lockdown inside of a cell. Not only that, I've been in a cell like 23-hour lockdown. You get what I'm saying? I wasn't going through no motherfucking depression because I know I'm the God. I knew I was the God when I was going through it, and I know I'm the God now. That's a fact. It ain't no I believe I'm God. I think I'm God. So then you will have some individuals that come with some old philosophy like, yo, it ain't nothing wrong with just let yourself cry and just break down. You know, when you feeling overwhelmed by pressure in your brain, it's a motherfucking lie. That's a false teaching right there. Who the fuck gave you that origin? What's the origin of that teaching? Who came up with that shit? You ain't gotta be tough. You know, it ain't about, you know, a man always. Yo, who gave you that teaching? Because now when we say, yo, what is the characteristics of a man? What is the true character of a man? Who gave you that? Allah came to young boys and took away their manhood. And he told them, yo, you got to be strong. He said, you got to be strong. He said, yo, Allah ain't raised no punks. He said, he ain't raised no punks. You get what I'm saying? So now in this day and time, we have to be super strong to go against what they call the status quo. They create this group think. Collective individuals all saying the same thing about some type of concept of life, which is a false concept of life. And they feeding it to people. And if you don't accept it, or if you oppose it, they gonna say, oh, we got to take you off the airwaves. We can't allow you to be speaking that. We can't allow you. Yo, how the fuck I'm gonna let you continue to speak about the degrading of my manhood? So I can say, yo, you insulted me. You disrespected me as a man. When you start to say, oh, a man, ain't nothing wrong with a man having been born in a woman body and shit. Or a woman born in a man body and all that old shit. You know what I'm saying? Yo, but I ain't like you say, oh, he homophobic. But look, yo, I'm man. I'm defending my manhood. I'm defending manhood, period. And when you defend manhood, you defending who? God. So all the people say, yo, I love God. I worship God. I praise God. Yo, how you defend God, though? When we start talking about concepts, I'm talking about reality, the truth of life. How you stand firm to defend that? You afraid to teach that the black man God? Are you afraid to stand up? Not only just teach that the black man is God in some general way, are you afraid to tell them, yo, I am God? I'm the God. Because if you ask the question, then I'm going to give it to you. You see what I'm saying? If you ask the question, then it's like, yo, you open the door to receive this answer. Yo, who are you? I'm God. And I'm going to teach the young boys, yo, you the God. You don't have to search the sky. You don't have to look outside yourself for the power. Because that power is inside of you. Directly inside of you. It's buried inside of you. And it has to be raised up. Because a seed is a seed. So if you plant a seed is planted in the fertile soil, right? It's under the ground. You can't see it. It's growing inside of darkness. Light penetrate the darkness and spark the growth of the seed. How strong is that light, though? They said how fast light travel. You get what I'm saying? But how strong, how fast light travel. They say how, you know what I'm saying? Sound travels at this right here. But how loud is the sound? How strong is the light? Seen and heard. Sounding off. You gotta sound it off. The black man is God. Sound that off. Sound it off. It's gonna cause some people to feel uneasy. So fucking what? That's the disruption of the weak and wicked falsehood that's been settling on your brain for all this time that's causing you to have mental health issue. The mental health issue you having is coming from fucking devil settled on your brain. That's what it is. You got the devil settled on your brain. And you got to take the devil off your brain. And you do that with the truth. What truth? The black man is God. That's how simple it is. It's simple, but it's complex. The black man is God killed white supremacy in one day. But just knowing that the black man is God, just knowing that you are God, whose proper name is Allah, because it get even more critical when you bring that. Yo, God, Allah, Allah, God. That's my identity. Now you got another world that'll get crazy. Like, yo, hold on. How you say you Allah? How you say man is Allah? That's why the Father said, yo, the whole world turned against him when he said he was Allah. Because you disrupting the religious institution that has been around for all these years, capitalizing off of the ignorance of the masses of the people and feeding off the masses of the people labor. Because, yo, if I'm a preacher, right? I know some cool preachers, though. I know some cool imams and all that, right? But here we go, though. Check it. If I make a total living off of just teaching a person out of a Bible or a Quran, that's how I make my living? And I'm interpreting to you what the words are saying that you can read for your motherfucking self? And if somebody come on the scene and say, yo, you God yourself. Well, you know what that does? That take the job away from the preacher. That take the job away from the imam. He don't have no job no more. He can't make a living no more. So he don't want it to be recognized as a fact that the black man himself is God. You as a black man is God himself. Because no longer can he say, well, God told me in a dream, or God blessed my heart to tell you about this, and I received this blessing because God bestowed this car upon me right here that I'm driving, and God blessed me with this house right here. You get what I'm saying? When the whole time the people in the motherfucking church putting the money in there. If this preacher right here driving, whatever he's driving, if he's driving that, right, and he don't work nowhere, the preacher don't work nowhere. His occupation is, I'm going to tell you what God said. And I'm going to tell you how God said you should live your life. And because I'm ordained, I have the authority on what God's word is. You know what, destroy that shit? Yo, I'm God right here myself. I'm going to tell you what I'm saying now. Because, yo, the Bible and the Quran, those books was written at certain points in time, right? Certain points in time, those things expire. Meaning that it's no longer relevant for this time. It's certain references that are useful, but we are living in a new world. Allah world manifests. And it's the dawn of a new day. So the light is getting brighter like the early morning. You get what I'm saying? When you wake up in the morning and in the sun, you just starting to see crack over the horizon. And the light is penetrating and a little thread is coming, right? A light. As the day evolves, how is the day evolving? The earth rotation. Simple mathematics. The earth is rotating. You dig what I'm saying? The earth rotating, inclined a certain way. And so now the sun is directly now hitting right here. Boom, 12 o'clock. Noon. Knowledge to wisdom. Bam, the heat coming down. Bright light. Take a look up at the sun and see what it's like. You understand? Take a look at it. Stare at the sun and see how bright it is. That's bright light. That's the same fucking brightness when I tell you I am God himself. That's a bright light when you tell somebody that who been living in darkness for all these years of their life. Who have been told since a baby that you cannot see God. And not only that, they tell you, don't question God. It is just the way God wanted to be. They got a motherfucking excuse every time something happens. It's like, yo, well, that's what God wanted to be. Little baby got killed over there. Oh, this is, don't even know how it is. It was just a baby. It was just their time. Some fucking slave shit. You understand? Because now when we get to the root, it's cause and effect. And when you know that it's cause and effect, let's get to the cause now. Let's get to the foundation, which is the knowledge. And we talking about what's going on in the mind. So it started with a thought. What was he thinking? Yo, what was the thoughts going on right there? Then certain things happen. Like what makes rain, hailstorm, or earthquakes? It's over a period of certain time, yo. And certain things be taking place where you was thinking something this day and it didn't manifest till a month or a year later. But you don't recognize that it was some things that you were thinking. A certain way that you were thinking about something. Cause certain things to happen in your life. Certain circumstances and events transpired in your life based off of you. It was based off of you. And if you don't know how you cause it to happen, you can't prevent it from happening. This is why the ignorance is the greatest enemy to the people. Being illiterate. That's why that's the greatest crime. To be blind, deaf, and dumb. That's the greatest crime you can commit. And we're here to stop the crime, right? That's what Allah said. We're going to stop the crime. We stopping the crime by teaching the knowledge of self. Because once you learn the true knowledge of self, you be civilized. You be civilized. And you can be right and exact in everything that you do. And it's a growth process. And we just got to keep teaching. Ain't no mystery. You just got to keep teaching. People been dying. It's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers die. Yo, people been dying. It ain't just start happening. They say, the murder rate. Yo, people been getting killed on the planet Earth. The universe itself was sparked by what? Violence. They say, a Big Bang, right? That's the hydrogen atom exploded. I get all scientific. Yo, boom, Big Bang, right? It's the same shit that created the whole science of what? Ejaculation. So I ain't gonna go too deep in that science right there. I'm gonna say that for something else. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say that for a closed cipher to build off of. But I'm giving you some depth knowledge that's within me, and I'm expressing to you to save what? Your life. And you can give it to somebody else to save their life, but mainly saving children's life, saving the baby's life from what? That Big Bang. When that gunfire jump off. Cause once the bullet leaves the barrel, it's gone. And it can't come back. Once the bullet leaves the barrel, the bullet can't reverse and come back into the barrel. It's it's like, yo, once something in motion, it stays in motion. You know what I'm saying? That's like basic laws of nature. It stays in motion until acted upon by equal or opposite force. And you understand these mathematical principles, you can extract happiness out of your life, no matter what's going on. You could be sitting up in a cell. You could be sitting up in a mansion, right? You still have the same peace with yourself, regardless of where you at. That's the deepness of knowledge of within yourself. And once you find that peace, no matter where you can change the environment, change the situation, but it all takes time, though. It takes time. And so, because things take time, we living in the three dimensions, width and depth. It takes time for certain things to be structured, molded, and shaped. Your thoughts shape and mold matter. Your thoughts produce circumstances and events through a mathematical sequence. From knowledge to born, back to the knowledge all over again. It's cyclic. It had no beginning and it has no ending. It just keeps going and going. So, yo, the cipher starts wherever you step in it, and the end wherever you step out. But the cipher is, yo, it don't have no beginning or ending. A circle have no beginning. A circle have no beginning or ending. What's going on inside is called living. People born, you know, physical plane, they out in the physical plane, and life just keep keep going. Just like, yo, my big father mentor, turn to the essence. Come on. Can't just call him up no more. Yo, peace to the old God, peace God. Like, yo, what the father said this? What did Allah say all about this? Got that connect no more. So it's all in me. I keep the memory alive. Everything that was given to me, I keep it alive. I pass it on, and we never let it turn to a mystery though. Because, yo, if we teach it real, it'll turn Allah into a mystery. It'll turn to a mystery. Everything is real though. Some people get, if you say, yo, you gotta have to protect the integrity of knowledge. And when you do it becomes sacred. Already sacred, it's recognized as being sacred. See, if you say, man, it's just that right there, or it's just that right there, nah. You saying that, then it don't mean to you. That's why your quality of living shit. That's why your lifestyle ain't producing no real quality benefit. And I ain't about because you got a whole bunch of material stuff. That ain't it. You can have a whole bunch of material stuff and you stressed out. You still stressed out. You fucking wreck your car, lose your mind because you put emphasis on, yo, got this new Maserati. You motherfucker get told lost. Now you're heartbroken. Yeah, okay, you can get it all over again. Shit, get it again. You know what I'm saying? It just takes time. You go through some struggle because you get transportation to get from here to there. Yo, okay. Use your brain power. What we got knowledge for? I got supreme intelligence, but I ain't using it for supreme problems. I don't need intelligence to know how to my motherfucking and just use common sense and figure it out. We need supreme intelligence to understand the science of everything. The science of everything in life. Not things in life. As everything in life. This is how simple it gets. The science of everything in life. The science of you yourself, black man being God. The science of everything in life. Because we are the origin of all life. I'm a light unto myself. Light up light. And darkness for me to show power. I can't show power without no darkness. Light has purpose if it ain't in darkness. So it has to be a condition savage. The man they on demon. Hey, cool. You saying you're You know what I mean? Fuck exorcist now. Gotta cause a former exorcist motherfucker. Cause this nigga saying demon. But you know what a real look like? Yo, they movies, G. They movies and take ghosts. Motherfucking mom. They create all this tell what evil look like. All these false concepts of what demon look like. Yo, if I demon really look like, be like, what? The demon really like? This demon really look like? Give it to you raw. Yo, and it's your, jewel if you catch, bomb if you drop it. A demon. If you, yeah, you ever seen The Godfather? See what a demon look like. I can't do naming the God, but when when Sonny's son was taken to visit this dude, and he was like, yo, I don't know about politics. Yo, financing is a politics is normal figure. That's a demon. That was what a demon like said. This man right here said him to get instructions on what is a. He said financing is done. Politics is to pull the. That's the real demon. You want a demon look like? Demon ain't yo. TV's all up the same way the devil look like. Or dead man and all that shit. That's false image. When you believe in that fairy tale shit, in your brain, so with reality. Just you deal with reality don't mean reality don't deal with you. It's either you deal with reality or reality gonna deal with reality. You, it don't no punches. It don't give a how you feel. Like hit. It's cold. It's hit. You can show improvement. He just hit ass off the edge. Get up on a roof. Get up on a roof off the edge and your ass. That's reality. Gravity. Get or not. That's what it is. You can fly. Fly. I can. Think you can fly? Just walk your ass and see. You can put in your mind. I can fly. I can do that. We be searching don't exist. We continue to achieve goal that was never to be achieved. You bring necessary stress to yourself. Stress is good when it's right. You need a certain amount. It's when you do not manage, overloads your causes chemical imbalance inside yourself. Saying this is called a. But you got these motherfuckers coming up with say, yo, this is life. Why they life so? They trying to tell, yo, you get here talking about why you fucking fucked up. Tell me how to life. To me, right, the murder rate throughout the is a certain that is at a certain. Can't you stop these doctors, NASA say something? You know what I'm saying? Federal administrators, professor, sociology. Yo, they can't stop that knowledge. I'm gonna give you. We're talking about God, religion, right? You so your religion, fuck, you can't stop these being killed by these. from that mirror. You can't go heal them. You can't heal that. You got these motherfuckers talking about I got a cloth for can heal you about his war. You know, this so and stuff. Got some type of yo, you can't and individual over a demon now.